I love side-scrollers. I'll say it again. I love side-scrollers. It could be that I'm from the side-scroller generation, aka the beginning of 80s gaming in general, but mostly I love how something so simple can be one of the best gaming experience you can have. Seraph is a breath of fresh air to a gaming industry that's flooded with FPS games, remakes, and skins of other games already out. The story of Seraph is as follows. You're an angel that was trapped, you are now free and are blasting enemies. It's up to you to get rid of these Damians out of the real dimension and send them back to their dimension, or aka hell. This is the short version. I'm not gonna lie, the story was one of the downsides of the game. Seraph, or Seraphs, are the highest of the angelical order in Christian beliefs. The cream of the crop, the best of the best in the angel hierarchy. The game's story has some biblical tones to it, which I didn't really care for very much. For example, Castlevania Lords of Shadow was a great game, but it got so biblical that it ruined the story for me. This was my case with Seraph. The visuals of the game are very well done. You are running in this futuristic style type of environment. Once enemies come along, the screen is filled with bright visuals and colors. Your movement is a ballet of flips, speed dashes, wall grabs, and wall bounces with the feel of Ninja Gaiden and Bayonetta. You flash around blasting enemies with your dual pistols, assault rifle, and even this badass railgun. I was afraid that the game would be too easy with the auto-aim feature, but even with the auto-aim feature, this game has a degree of difficulty that I haven't experienced in a shooter before. The better you get, the harder the game gets, throwing a larger and more difficult amount of enemies for you to fight against. The speed is fast, and you need to be just as fast or you will get a game over very quick. Also, when you respawn, you lose a portion of permanent health, so this adds another degree of difficulty to the game. Another thing that makes this game so different is that it's always changing when you play. Levels and enemies are procedurally generated, so you may not get the same enemy experience or level layout twice. This is going to give you a huge boost in replayability. The game has a few different difficulty modes, a challenge and daily challenge mode, as well as a Twitch feature, which is awesome if you want to share your play with friends. Seraph has some RPG elements to it as well. You have spells or miracles that you can unlock once you get past level 2. Later down the line you can unlock and get some more devastating spells. You also have oaths you can level up, which are your personal attributes. The game also has this transmutation menu where you can craft new items or coins, as well as rings for various boosts to your character. You craft by using the items and orbs found in the game from killing enemies, as well as some random pickups and chests along the way. The game is very well done. I didn't have many issues during my playthrough of the game. The game only crashed once for me during my hours of play. Just by random luck, it happened during our live stream. The actual movement and mechanics in the game are on point. My only huge gripe would be that sometimes when you're trying to wall bounce, you stick to the wall like glue. Also, I was getting hit from enemies well outside of the screen that I haven't even gotten to yet. The same scenario happened when I was dropping down a long corridor or while trying to run away from enemies. This is where my frustration began. Also, some of the teleporting Damians, even if you dash out of the way, they still manage to hit you. This was beyond a pain in the ass. During your playthrough, some of the levels can be repetitive as far as what your objective is. One objective is to wipe out all the Damians from a level, while the other you have to destroy these red light beacons that bring the enemies into our dimension. The game could also have a voiceover for the story. It may give a better experience for other players that may get into it. Also, I would like to see a more in-depth crafting system. More is always better, right? Also, I'd like to see the input configuration fixed. It sucks to have limitations on input keys, especially on PC. This was a downer for me when I was trying to change my controller settings and key bindings. Overall, I give this game an 8.0. I love hard games. The challenge this game has is what has me coming back for more. The procedurally generated experience almost guarantees that no map or enemy variant will be the same twice. Depending on how awesome you are, the game can become a punishing shooter, almost Contra-like. I love the speed of the game and how fluent your movement is around the map. Like I said, it's almost like you're watching a ballet of destruction. The beautiful bright colored visuals, the enemy variants, everything is very well done. Top notch for a side scroller if you ask me. For folks that are looking for a taste of something new with a splash of that old school flavor, Seraph will not disappoint whatsoever. My name is Cujo, PTFO or GTFO. I'm out.